Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today we will be dealing with how to create a database, or what we call the part whereby we have the model. Okay, model. So in Laravel, what we are trying to achieve is to provide what we call as a universal, universal connector. Okay, universal connector, so that this is the model part, whereby this is the our usual MVC diagram. We have here a route, controller, view, and last component is model. So we have the MVC, model, view, controller, model, view, and controller. So previously routing is to provide, since we are dealing with a web system, so most of the navigation, most of the navigation are inside the routing. So whenever you want to go inside inside the web system, you must have what we call as the path, the link, or sometimes we call it the routing. Okay, and then when the user would like to access, let's say, the search facilities, the search facilities inside the system, the routing will send user to the specific controller, which in Laravel we use the index function in the in the model class, in the controller class. Okay, in order for the user, for the system to fetch the records. Okay, so let's say the user search for a specific record named Ali. So that particular record name is Ali. So the user send Ali through the routing. I mean, normally the interface is the form, the search form. And that particular message, Ali or query, will be sent through the routing, to the controller. Inside the controller, inside this controller, the specific user or the specific record, which the filter is Ali, will be sent to the model. Model is the place whereby it will manage the connection between the database and the system. So in Laravel, what they are trying to achieve is a universal database model, whereby when you have your model written in Laravel, by right, you could connect to any database brand, whether it is MySQL or Oracle or PostgreSQL. By installing a specific database driver, this particular Laravel system should be able to connect to any database model. Any database brand. So that's what they are trying to achieve in Laravel. It's not I'm saying that it can be easily done. It can be done, but with minimal reprogramming. Okay, you don't have to recreate all the programming, because the problem currently when you are dealing with a specific database driver, meaning that, let's say you create a system and you are only connecting to MySQL. Normally, when in PHP Laravel, in vanilla PHP, they use MySQLi database driver. That is solely to communicate with database MySQL. So the things is, when you are dealing with deployment, when you are dealing with deployment, sometimes the management of the company decided to opt to different database brand. So you will find that coding vanilla PHP using only a specific database driver will make it almost impossible to change the database brand, because when you want to change into a different brand of database brand, you need to recode most of the programming or the code, most of the source code that previously only deal with MySQL. Okay, so that's one of the main motivation why Laravel, the motivation behind this model class is to be able, the system could be able to communicate with any database model, any database brand, sorry. Okay, so so if you see inside the Laragon, okay, wait, I start my, okay, Laragon, okay, most of you, maybe you are using different exam. I believe Shikin and Amar, you are using Zam, right?
Yes.
Okay, Azlin, you are using Laragon.
Yes.
So you may start your development stack. You may start your development stack, whether it is on Laragon or Zam. And you can use whatever database client that is available in your system. Maybe in Zam, you are using PHP MyAdmin. Shikin, Amma, is it correct? You are using
MySQL
PHP
database.
MyAdmin?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes.
Okay.
MySQL.
Okay, you are using the PHP MyAdmin. Is it correct? No.
MySQL database.
Or you use the MySQL database client.
There is no client, just MySQL database only.
Are you using the terminal to
No,
Yes.
execute? No.
No.
Zem.
Or it's inside the Zam?
Yeah, inside the Zem.
Okay. So, in order for you to view the database, you may use the MySQL database client, or in my case, Laragon. Okay, if you are using Laragon, then you can see the button. Sorry, the button to view your database client in this button. This is the button for you to view the database client. Whatever database client brand you just need to view. Okay, the purpose of using this database client is only to view your database structure. Okay, most likely default installation, you don't have to key in the root password. Okay, just enter, leave it blank. The root password, you leave it blank. And you can see here, this is the structure of my database. It's supposed to be available inside this Laravel8. Okay, mine is inside this database, Laravel8. Okay, most likely you can find your database empty, or mine, we have these trainings, and we don't have trainers. Sure. Okay, no problem. We have trainings, but we don't have yet the table for trainers. So this represent your database. This is your tables. Most likely you have migrations password reset, maybe you have trainings and you have user. Maybe if your database is blank, it's okay, no problem. Okay, so today I will show you on how to start, okay, connecting to your database. So this is basically your database structure. Okay, mine is on Laravel8, and I have here several folders that has been created previously. If your system do not have any table at all, then it's okay, no problem. I will show you how to create a table inside your database.
Okay.
So before that, uh, we should check. Okay, I would like you to check on the code inside Laravel project. Okay, check your Laravel code and open your env file. So the file is here. This is the first step to check your database connectivity. So inside this .env in your Laravel project, you can see here your database configuration. Okay, the one that in line 10. You see here, this is by default database. It is a default connection, which is MySQL. Okay, by default, this is the connection to MySQL database. And here you have the database DB host. Okay, and here you have the DB port. And this is the database name. Okay, by right, you have a database name. Maybe on your part, you have the database name Laravel. Do you have a database name Laravel? Or what is your database name currently in the env file?
Laravel.
Laravel, okay. That's mostly the default one.
Okay.
Shikin, can you see the database DB name inside the env?
Yes, Laravel juga.
Laravel, also Laravel. Zlin?
Mine Lara8.
Laravel8, okay,
Yes.
fine. Sure, no problem. Most likely in Laragon, when you create a new Laravel project, okay, you will see that the default database name, okay, usually referring to the Laravel project name. Okay, that's the usual practice lah. Shikin and Amma, can you see anything on your database client, database console? Do you see any table or database in your database console?
Yeah, there's a mailer, host, mail port, mail username.
Since in your env file, they mentioned Laravel database name, right? Can you see the database Laravel in the client, in the database client?
I can't see.
You can't see, meaning that you have not create one database at all.
Yeah.
So try to create, try to find any button inside the what we call as database client. You are using MySQL database client.
Yes.
Okay, so try to find anything related to create a new database. And you should create a new database named Laravel. Laravel is okay. Try to create a new database named Laravel. You see any menu or related to creating a new Laravel, a new database file, new database?
Inside the env, I think.
No, it's not in
Oh.
env. You need to go to your database client, which is the MySQL database client. So first, you need to create a new database. Since you don't have any database specifically for your Laravel project, so you need to create an empty one.
Inside the what name file?
Inside the MySQL database
MySQL.
client.
Yeah, I'm still searching for.
Oh.
Jumpa again.
Try buka dekat PHP My Admin.
Yeah. Normally, XAMPP, you need to go to PHP My Admin. So you go to your browser, type localhost / PHP My Admin.
Tengah try. Jumpa Pak.
Belum. PHP My Admin. Udah mana tuh?
You may open your
XAMPP, habis tu buka ada PHP My Admin.
XAMPP control panel. Kan ada button PHP My Admin tu kan. You go to XAMPP control panel.
Okay.
Then you will see the database button or PHP My Admin.
Config.
PHP My Admin ya. Okay.
Yeah, PHP My Admin. Usually XAMPP use PHP My Admin.
Yeah, I see.
Ada.
Okay. So this is the interface of PHP My Admin. Something like this. Boleh dapat tak you punya ni? Normally the address is localhost / PHP My Admin. Boleh Amar?
Wait, I open it.
Boleh?
My localhost ya.
Yeah, normally the address is localhost / PHP My Admin. I'm not sure you are using localhost or you need to key in the IP address.
I can, yeah, already be on the website.
So this is your normally your interface, and you just simply create a new database. Click here, database. Click this, and create a new one lah. So your project, Laravel project refers to a database named Laravel. So simply type Laravel in this database tab. And then type here, new database name, Laravel. Then click create. As simple as that lah. Okay, as simple as that. So you don't bother to create the table. You don't bother to create table. Simply create a new blank database. Then we are good to go lah. You don't have to do anything on the table part. You just simply need to create a new blank database. Done?
Dan.
Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. So now you have your new database named Laravel. But on my part, I'm using the database name Laravel8. Okay, the password, the username is normally root, and the default password normally we use null. The default password normally we use null. That is the default password, unless you reset the password. Unless you reset the password. So by right, you are using the null as the password. On my side, I'm using ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. That is on my side. On your system, sorry for the interruption. I got kicked out of the session. So this is your database setting. By right, you are using Laravel database name, and this is the root, and the password is null. That is by right your database setting. But on my side, I'm using the Laravel8 password, the Laravel8 database with the password. So this is my setting lah. This is my setting. Yours is slightly different. Sure, no problem. So in order a new table, or what we call as a new module, okay, we need to have the model. Okay, we need to have the model. So in database, in Laravel, okay, the model to connect to your database, are residing in the models folder. This is the folder whereby you have your boleh dapat tak line? Saya kat sini kena kick out lah banyak kali. Dah banyak kali kena kick out.
Boleh.
Boleh tapi macam sikit-sikit je.
Oh, putus-putus.
Lag sikit.
I think it's on my part lah, because I don't get a strong connection lah. Maybe I'll change to a different network resource. Wait, Okay, maybe we'll take a break. Okay, we'll take a break until 9. Then I will signal you on 9 o'clock again to enter